All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. You ready for some high-speed action tonight? Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Gateway Raceway. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League BTCC Series is in action at Gateway. It's the final race of the season. 2 25-lap races tonight, and we're going to crown the champion. It's a road course at Gateway. We know that it's worldwide technology raceway. Who's got what it takes to bring home the victory? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's watch it right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, it's the final race of the season, or the final round of the season in the BTCC Series. It's Gateway Road Course, and this is TurnLeftTV. Let's get this party started. All right, thank you so much for coming in here and joining me on TurnLeftTV. Got a little fun one here for you today. It is the final race of the season in the High Octane Racing League BTCC Series. We're going to crown the champion here today. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster and commentator. This is TurnLeftTV. High Octane Racing League BTCC Series, round number 6, 2 25-lap races today here at Gateway Road Course. And fun track, man. That infield is a lot of fun. Then you get back up onto the oval portion of the track, a lot of fun too. So good, tight racing here I would expect to see today. Today's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. That is High Octane Racing website, hosted through EliteHostingUSA.com, and our servers. So don't forget to join us over there. 3 self-managed server packages in that Elite Hosting account. If you'd like to do some sim racing or host your website, again, that's who hosts our website here at highoctaneracing.net. Don't forget to join us over there, and you'll get a quick link to our Discord server. Good way to get a hold of us if you're interested in doing some racing. Thanks so much for coming out and joining me here on the YouTube channel. More subscribers. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Get this video out there for people to see. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and share my videos with all your friends. And don't forget to smash that bell. Get updates when races are going live. A little bit of a light crowd here tonight. This is the DLC track, so somewhat of a lighter situation today, I believe, as a result. So it just says we have 16 minutes left. I think we'll probably be going to quals very, very soon. Let's take a look at the track here at Gateway. Take that track map off there for a second, and then we'll take a look at the track. It's an egg shape, but we don't do the oval. We do part of the oval, maybe about half of the oval, and then do the inside portion of that track, the road course. And it's a lot of fun. It really is. Sets itself up for some great racing. 1.6 miles in length is the road course. 2.575 kilometers, 10 turns. and a lot of fun. The infield portion's a good place to really make some great time, and then also set yourself up for some passes on that oval portion of the track. So a lot of fun here at Gateway. So it looks like 7 drivers, so basically some guys are going to be joining here a little bit late. You can take a look at the point standings coming into tonight's race. And I think Phil Vick has it all but sewn up. Take a look at guys shucking and jiving there. Phil Vick, 197 points. Ritsky Novar sets second. Nikolai Bezrikov is third. Revian Gumilar is fourth. And Andres Valle sets fifth. You see Gordon Carter, Iqbal Kurniawan, Dmitry Belevin, Keenan Luang, and Artem Shuliev rounding out the top 10. So it looks like in the qualification session, some of these guys joined pretty late and maybe even come in during the warm-up session. Great Bushwhacker Series race last night. They'll be in Charlotte next week for race number 10, the final race of the season. A great race last night at Talladega. Very exciting finish. Let's see who can take home the championship after the Charlotte race. 100-lap race. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV coming up on October the 6th. Don't forget to click on that SimLab link down in the description of the race. If you'd like to help me out, click on my affiliate link there. If you want to buy a sim rig or some display for your sim rig, give SimLab a look. And I have the SimLab Evo 1. The GT Evo 1, and love it, man. Really do. It's a great sim rig. I do my racing from it. I do my my broadcasting from it. The pedals and the wheelbase. I have the DD1 wheelbase. It's the V3 inverted pedals, already pre-drilled for the various pedals that you may have. So pretty cool, man. Love it. Very sturdy, and been able to attach a seat to it and do a little racing and broadcasting at the same time sometimes. Won at 1:83. Phil Vick, the top time so far. Sikorsky is in the 41 car in the second position in quals. Take a look at John Stanley right now. 1:02.358, third on the grid for John Stanley in the Ford Focus. Emerson Sikorsky, first race out here. He's the Infinity. 58.183, the time to beat. Phil Vick, our points leader, on top. Take a look at him sporting the gold paint scheme. Maybe for the gold trophy he's going to get at the end of the championship. Phil Vick even better in his time. 58.019 for Phil Vick. This is the thing. I will say that I checked the servers throughout the week, and Phil Vick is in practicing throughout the week. That shows you how serious he is about winning this championship. Even having, the championship sort of sewn up coming into the final race, he's still out practicing throughout the week, dialing in the car, getting to know the track conditions, getting to know the track. And it's translated into victory after victory after victory for Phil Vick. Saturday Night Thunder will be in action just a little bit later tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Talladega Superspeedway. What a great Talladega race we had last night in the Xfinity Series. This one will be 80 laps. This is the Cup Series. The High Octane Racing League Thunder Series has been going on since 2001 and still going strong. So 80 lap race tonight in the Cup Series, the 2018 Cup cars. And that should be a great one. Race number 8. Just 2 races to go in that series. More racing headed your way coming up really, really soon. Marcus Vieta jumped to the second on the grid there. Sirkovsky, it looks like Vieta is second on the grid. He's now doing a second attempt at this. High Octane Racing League Tough Trucks are back. Very storied program in the Tough Truck Series at High Octane Racing League. Way back in the day, about 2003, these guys, we all raced trucks, and now they're back here in RF2 thanks to Mike Schreider and his work on getting those out to everybody. And all the leagues tested. 70-lap race, kicking off a series on Tuesdays. First race of the season will be Talladega Superspeedway, and it's going to be a fun one, man. Drafting, close racing, two big lines working, and some pack racing and so forth, and maybe some green flag pit stops to shake out the field a little bit. That's coming up on Tuesday. It's race number 1 of a brand new season. 70-lap race from Talladega in the High Octane Racing League Tough Trucks. Phil Vick, the top time with a 58.09. Arcavita second, Andres Valles third, Gordon Carter fourth, Lucas Simpner in the 5th position. Lucas Simpner in the checkerboard pace scheme. Gordon Carter here in the 33 car. Actually 56 cars using we did skin uploads in this series. High place moving sponsor machine. Number 56, Gordon Carter, one of our Canadian drivers. Mixing it up here in the BMW. Right now shown 4th on the grid with just about approaching 2.5 minutes left to go in the qualification session. A lot of BMWs out on the track. It's been a BMW-rich series. Been a fun one to broadcast as well. Coming up after this, we haven't made an official announcement. I guess I can make you let the cat out of the bag, but we'll be back to GT3 series. We'll be figuring out a schedule here, take a couple of weeks off, and get back in this time slot with some great racing in the GT3 series. I love the GT3 cars, and they're a heck of a lot of fun. They really are. Phil Vick even better in his time now with the 57.910. I mean, that's just flying through this course. Now the trick is here to save tires. Look at that, drifted to the right. Still trying to get everything he can out of this car, but also getting some good secret practice laps in, huh? He's got the pole pretty much sewn up, but now it's just getting some laps in, figuring out what this car is going to do when you really push it to the limit. .910. Let's see where we're at here on this one. 57.910 is the top time here so far, so that lap just a little bit slower. on board here with him, get an idea of what it's like to get around the infield portion of this track. Not super technical, just straight up fast through here. Little slalom going on. And he is on the edge. Oh, he does tighten it up in the grass. Maybe he knew I was watching him right there into the wall. So a hard lick there. Yeah, he'll get a new car. Just like that. It's magic in this game. Phil Vick probably not going to better that time here. We got about 20 seconds left to go officially in the qualification session. And thanks so much for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Appreciate you being here, and let's get this party started. All right, welcome back, man. We are through the qualification session. Let's take a look at the qualification results. So Phil Vick qualifies P1 in the BMW with a 57.910. Artavetta is second. Gordon Carter third. Lucas Siffer starts in the fourth position. Emerson Sirkowski starts in fifth. Sixth place will be John Stanley. And I think we got a few more people who have joined. So Andres Valles, Ritsky Novar also, that looks like they did not qualify. So it does look like that's the case. Yep, it looks like that's the case. So those guys will start in the back. Unfortunately, only a small number of guys joining us here tonight. Maybe a lot of it is the DLC. This is an official track, and it is a paid track. So some guys may not have this track that don't normally. Most people that race this track race the oval version of the track. So a little tough on that. Plus, it is the last race of the season, but a little shame there. So I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster and commentator here at TurnLeftTV, High Octane Racing League owner, and we have a good one, the final round of the season. It is 225 lap races at Gateway. The road course here located in Madison, Illinois. And sort of doing another view here of this track. We'll take a look at Gateway. Using the oval portion of the track, you see egg-shaped track. You don't really get onto that tight curve at the very, very end. Or past the start-finish line, I guess technically turns 1 and 2 really don't use that. But 3 and 4 definitely. So you see now 10-turn track here with the road course, the infield portion of this course. A lot of fun, and excited to see what these guys can do here at this American track with the BTCC cars. We'll take a look at the schedule here. Of course, we're at the final race of the season, and you see where we come from here. I think the Indianapolis one that really stands out to me. Alton Park was an epic battle for P1. Two races there, both races really. I think one more so than the other, but the Brands Hatch was also a really good one. Laguna Seca, I think it was one that mystified some drivers. Some guys had some problems with the curbs and so forth, so that was a little bit of a problem there for some drivers. I'm not sure that one stands out for a good reason, to be honest with you. Well, this is it, boys and girls. The starting order here today. Take a look at the starting order, and that will be Phil Vick starting in P1 in the BMW. Art Vieta starts second. Andres Valle starts in the third position. Gordon Carter will start in P4. Starting in P5 will be Lucas Simpler in the BMW. Emerson Sirkowski starts in sixth. John Stanley will start seventh in the Ford. Ritsky Nobar starts in the eighth position. So here we go. It's a standing start here at Laguna Seca, at Gateway. And this will be an interesting one, man. We'll have a dash in here to turn 1. Here we go. We're off at Gateway. Behind the fence, Phil Vick is the leader and probably going to win this race, but we'll see. Got a little bit of a contact here back in the pack. Some contact, and Sirkowski off the pace. So these guys fighting for track position. Valles gets through, running into third position, and Vieta is in second, and there was some contact. Sirkowski came around at the start. We'll take a look, see what happened here. Here's Sirkowski off the pace. We'll take a look at this is him spun around. Look at this, going for turn 1. Sirkowski goes down to the bottom line in that 41 car. Through the turn, and then Valles up underneath. Coming off here, it looks like these guys might get together getting into the turn. They're still side by side. And then they're, oh man, tight. Fighting for position, and there's contact there. And Sirkowski might have felt like he had that spot. And man, Valles. Take a look here on board. We're on board with Sirkowski. And he gets hit. I think he feels like, hey, I had that position. And then hit and into the wall. And he is not happy. Look at it from Valles' standpoint, though. He had that position. He was down on the bottom side. He feels like he got pinched there. And he stays in the gas, gets through. And Vieta got through as well. So Artur Vieta did a great job of getting through this. Watch this. This is a view from Vieta's position. Now Valles does get on the curb, off the grass a little bit. But Vieta able to sneak through. Valles does recover. Valles has since gotten that spot back. Phil Vick is the leader, in control here in race number 1. 3 laps in, and he really pushed his car pretty hard, even through the qualification session. Take a look at this pass here. Andres Valles. Oh, more contact there. That was the same spot where they had trouble before, I believe. And Valles getting by Artur Vieta, roughing him up a little bit. Valles running in second, Vieta third, Ritsky Novar running in the 4th position. Take a look at Ritsky Novar in P4. Also in a BMW. So BMW heavy field here today, although Valles, the one Toyota, making it happen. Gordon Carter just behind, running in P5. Here 4 laps in, and Gordon Carter trying to close in on Ritsky Novar. So Phil Vick, the leader, 5.7 second lead for him. Valles second, Vieta third, Novar fourth, Carter is fifth. Take a look at Lucas Simpner in the BMW, number 21 car. He's running in the 6th position. Kind of a part-time racer here for us. You might see him a little more often maybe when we get to the GT3 stuff. Nonetheless, a good road course driver. And running in the 6th position. John Stanley running in P7 in the 27 car. Running in the Ford Focus. Gets out, gets some laps in. Early in the week to get that car. It looks like Emerson Sirkowski retired his machine. He might have had some lingering damage here. Let's take a look at Sirkowski. And it looks like he's retired his machine. Had some trouble there. So Phil Vick's the leader, Valles second, Novar is in third. Gordon Carter in the 4th position. Artur Vieta is in 5th. Vieta's had some trouble, it looks like, as Novar's gotten around Vieta. So Vieta's had a little bit of an issue. So you take a look at Artur Vieta on this oval portion of the track. And he's off the pace a little bit. Not sure what's going on with Artur Vieta, but he's off the pace. That car's slowing down. I'm not sure what's going on with Artur Vieta. He might be out of gas. I don't know. Blew the car up or something, but that car is off the pace. So something happened to Artur Vieta. Not sure what he did to that car. Maybe downshifted. Something broke that car. Take a look here. This is Andres Valles, but Artur Vieta is in big trouble here. So on board here with him. Let's see if we can hear it break. Something just died in this car. I don't know what happened to him. maybe blew this car up. Wow, that is crazy, man. Look at this. Ritsky Novar having trouble in the grass, and Gordon Carter making it through. Ritsky Novar coming off track. Take a look and see what happened to Ritsky. Oh, he gets into the curb right there, a little bit wide into the grass, and once you get there, it's like you're on ice. He keeps it out of the tire barrier. Great job for Ritsky. Only loses a position there, but man, he was flying. He gets off kilter right here. That set it up. He gets into the grass, out of the wall, but into the grass, and then the thing comes around on him. And he does a great job right here of keeping it from coming over. And slides it back onto the track, putting it in the right direction. Well, Phil Vick says, I'll have none of that. We are 8 laps in. Phil Vick, our leader. Andres Valles in the second position. Gordon Carter third, Ritsky Novar fourth, Lucas Siffer in the 5th position, John Stanley is 6th. Vieta and Sirkowski both out of the race. Phil Vick in command here, 9.9 seconds. Valles is in second in a battle there for the 3rd position. A couple seconds separate Gordon Carter, Ritsky Novar. Novar trying to bounce back. We're taking a look at Gordon Carter running in the 3rd position. Ritsky Novar is in 4th. Simpner now up to the 5th position. Looks like Artur Vieta has disconnected as well, so a tough break there for him. .4 second gap. Now the gap for P3 is tightening up. As Novar starting to close in. Take a look at Ritsky Novar now closing in on that number 56. Gordon Carter. High place moving sponsor machine. So a couple BMWs here mixing it up. This is starting to get a little interesting here. This is for the 3rd spot. Ritsky Novar wants to get back to P3. He gave it up by getting off the track a little bit, spinning that car, and now he's back at it, hunting down the 56 car. So this is a good battle here. Gordon Carter, our leader. Excuse me, Gordon Carter running in the 3rd position. Sorry there, I've got a lot of stuff I'm working at the same time. So on board here with following Ritsky Novar on the left side, looking at the back of Gordon Carter at Ritsky Novar's machine. See Ritsky Novar really starting to press the issue now. Novar down to the inside. Wow, he is sneaking around there, isn't he? Good battling here. This is for P3. Gordon Carter in third, looking out of the back of his machine at that fourth place car, Ritsky Novar. Novar trying to get around Gordon Carter here. On board here with Ritsky Novar as he closes in on Gordon Carter. This is a good tight battle. This is for P3. Gordon Carter in the 56 blue and yellow high place moving sponsor machine. Ritsky Novar. That's Psychopath E-Racing Academy BMW. And this is getting racy. Here on lap 13, just a little past halfway. Now Ritsky Novar taking some issue here. He's going to try to do the crossover move. Staying out of the back of Gordon Carter's machine. These guys start getting side by side. That's going to give Simpner a little bit of an opportunity maybe to close in. He's got about 9 seconds to separate he and P4. Got a little work to do to catch up with these guys, but nonetheless, this is a great battle to watch. Gordon Carter leading up this charge. Haven't talked too much about Andres Valles. Valles here running in the second position. A little bit of contact there with Sirkowski at the he's running in the second position. Vic is our race leader. It's a pretty comfortable lead here for him. 14-second gap. Valles is trying to chip into that, but man, we're starting to get pretty late in this first round, or first race here today. And Valles in the Toyota looking to close in on Phil Vick. Phil Vick is the leader. Gordon Carter here has opened up a little bit of a gap on Novar, although Novar has not gone away. It's still a pretty close battle. So Gordon Carter is the leader. Now it's Novar starting to close back in. Gordon Carter in a high place move his 56 car, trying to hold off here in the waiting moments of this race. Trying to hold off Ritsky Novar. This track is a lot of work, man. You sort of relax a little bit once you get back up onto the oval portion of the track, but then you got to get right back up on the edge of the wheel. As those guys are nose to tail. Novar trying to find a way. You get into this infield portion of the track, and it is a lot of work on board here with Ritsky Novar. Going down the front stretch. Tough turn here, a lot like a mini Daytona road course. And then, oh, Novar there climbing all over the back of Gordon Carter. Novar says, it is time, man. I got to get around this guy. These guys are having an epic battle right now. Great battle here. Novar to the inside. Oh, can he get it to hold? No, the front end of the car starts to move around on him. Gordon Carter tried to hold him off. Gordon Carter is now running up on some lap traffic, little lap traffic to deal with. This is John Stanley in that 27 car. And Novar gets around. Gordon Carter gets around. Novar now stuck behind, and that's going to open up a little gap there for Gordon Carter. Wow, that got crazy interesting there. This battle is not over. Take a look at Phil Vick. He is in command. But we have got a great battle for the third position. And Novar is pushing the issue. We take a look at our side-by-side view. Here on lap 18, Novar really trying to get around Gordon Carter. You can feel the urgency. It's hard to pass. Gordon Carter has been rock solid here as well. Take a look at that Luca Siffer here in the BMW. Gets a little bit wide. Oh, right there. And he misses the turn and slams into the wall. And tough break there for Simpler late in the race. Vieta's had some trouble. He is out. John Stanley running in the 6th position. And here we go. Novar and Carter. Ritsky Novar to the inside. Ritsky Novar on the inside here. Maybe preferred line. Gordon Carter fighting back on the outside line. Novar goes wide. And he captures that spot, man. He had to really work for that. Great battle there between Gordon Carter and Ritsky Novar. Novar bouncing back from an earlier incident. So Gordon Carter back to the 4th position. Novar is in the 3rd spot. Phil Vick is the leader, 17-second lead over Andres Valles. Across the start-finish line will be on lap 21 of 25. Valles is running in the 2nd position in the Toyota. So 17.7 seconds behind P1. Ritsky Novar in the 3rd position. Carter 4th. Symphony running in the 5th position. John Stanley here running in P6 in the Ford. The lone Ford out on the grid. Paint scheme by Will Dunbar. Always one of those great paint schemes that he does. And the Stanley Tools, the DeWalt-sponsored Ford Focus. Slinging this car around, looking for maybe to try to get a top 5. He's going to need a little bit of help here, I think, with some of these guys having some trouble. And that's not out of the question, to be honest with you. I mean, that's possible. These guys pushing it pretty hard, and tires starting to wear out a little bit. Phil Vick in command. No problems from him. Sifter, oh man, tough break there for Sifter, and he goes off track again, stays out of, oh no, straight into the tire barrier. I thought he was going to, oh man, Sifter, big time problems there, and he is missing a wheel. Lucas Sifter missing a wheel. And wow, he is, that was a hard lick for Lucas Sifter. We'll take a look here It sets up, misses the turn there. Now he's chasing this car, gets into the grass, nowhere to go, and straight into the tire barrier. Wow. And that was a tough, tough lick there for Luca. Like I said, Phil Vick wants none of that. Here he is on lap 23. Simpson's had some more trouble, I believe, in trying to get that car onto pit lane. And I think he might have retired his machine. So, yeah, you see the sparks coming from that car. That car, no right front tire, not going to turn for him, and he retires this car. Pretty important to have a right front tire on the car, especially coming through a course that has a lot of twists and turns. And he was just trying to limp that car back to pit lane to maybe get some service. Or maybe limping around to get a finish out of that thing, but he is now going to finish in the 6th position. Across the start-finish line, we'll have one to go. One to go for Phil Vick. Flash in the lights. And smooth sailing there for him. Ritsky Novar now third. Vallier says still holding on to the 2nd position, but that's starting to get a little tight there. As Vallier's maybe trying to limp her home, and it looks like Novar might be able to close in on him. Talking about a 2nd gap, and Novar's on the move. And coming off onto the oval portion of the track, Phil Vick. Smooth sailing here for him, and he's going to bring home the victory. It's all over but the shouting for Phil Vick. Coming off the final turn down the front stretch, and Phil Vick gets the win here at Gateway. So hopefully we'll get a good screenshot. What a nice paint scheme too, huh? Beautiful looking car. We are below the street. So congratulations to Phil Vick on getting the win. Celebrating here before race number 2. So another win for Phil Vick. So we will have a short little break, but congratulations to Phil Vick on getting the win in race number 1. So we'll see what he can do in race number 2. Let's take a look at the final results. Phil Vick gets the win. Valiers finishes second. Novar third. Gordon Carter fourth. John Stanley finishes in the fifth position. Lucas Semper, late race trouble, finishes in sixth. Archer Vieta seventh. Emerson Sirkowski finishes in the eighth position. These guys will go to the qualification session. No warm-up. And straight to race number 2. These guys will be doing a little bit of practice here and qualifications and no warm-up. Again, thanks for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Congratulations to Phil Vick on getting the win in race number 1.
of soul.
All right, we're going for race number 2. I am not fully prepared. Right now we are in the practice session. Just a few minutes left in practice here as these guys go through qualifications and then straight to race for race number 2. You take a look at the track here at Gateway, or Worldwide Technology Raceway at Gateway, as we know it. This is the road course, 1.6 miles in length, 2.5 kilometers, 10 turns. A lot of fun on that inside. Really have to drive that car, but it is a lot of fun. Not super technical, really. A lot of chance to really get up on the wheel and be aggressive with it, but you got to stay on the track. You get in the grass, and the car is going to take off on you. Back up onto the oval portion of the track, good chance to maybe draft up on somebody, set them up for the road course portion of the track. Come across the start-finish line. And then into turn one, this is where some great racing can happen, setting yourself up here for turns 1 and 2. And then back to the slalom. All right, these guys are now in the qualification session. Phil Vick just might have made it fun and started the back end of the field to see if he can't work his way through the field. He's been lightning fast here, by far the strongest car. So it looks like Archivieta, after the first race, decided not to race in number 2. It's like, well, we didn't get the chat up there, did we? Got to improve our situation here. I've had a lot of side stuff going on here. Take a look at hey, it looks like Dennis Uderchin in here. Also Givaldo in here, giving us the fill by play, the play by Phil, the play by play, giving us the skinny on how some of these guys are driving. .57.540 is the top time. Take a look at Lucas Simpner in the BMW, number 21 car, one of our Canadian drivers here, as he does his qualification. 57.540, the top time here by Phil Vick. 57.540. 0.9244 for Lucas Simpner. Right down fourth on the grid there for him. Andres Valles, Ritsky Novar in the pits right now, maybe making a few changes. Emerson Sirkowski hoping to have a better race number 2 than he did race number 1. Bill Vick, seeing if he can't better his time. Had a pretty interesting race, but got a little lap traffic he had to deal with. But for the most part, this car has been dominant. Take a look at Sirkowski as he tries to better his position right now, shown fourth on the grid. Valles and Novar have gone back out too to do some more qualification attempts to see. Oh man, really close to the wall there for Sirkowski. 1 minute flat. 1 minute .084, I should say. So right now, fourth on the grid for Sirkowski. Take a look at Ritsky Novar. Had a great race with Gordon Carter late in the race. Almost closed in for a P2 finish. Novar right now third on the grid, scraping the wall as he comes off the final turn. Turn 10, now into turn 1. Little bit aggressive here in the infield for Ritsky Novar. Nothing to lose at this point. 4 minutes left in the qualification session. Novar off the final turn. Let's see what this one is. Going to be pretty fast, I think. Pretty fast. Here we go. 58. 58.084, I believe. 094 for Novar. Novar pretty fast. He's up to third on the grid. Valles as well making his qualification attempt. He's looking to see if he can't get some more out of this Toyota. Had a good season. Likes these BTCC cars. Right now, second on the grid, about 7/10, just a little under 7/10 behind Phil Vick. So Valles with a 58.083 to his credit. And a little bit rough on that one. That's definitely going to scrape off some time, and he backs off that one. John Stanley getting his qualification attempt in. Oh, a little bit shaky there with that Ford Focus into the wall. Phil Vick, like I said, comes out early in the week. And then a few days, maybe 3 days throughout the week, at least 3 days, I think, throughout the week, and turns some laps and just dials in this car. This is the way he's treated each and every track. Every week, this guy is out practicing early to get this car dialed in, and that's why he has the points lead. Take a look at the points lead here as Phil Vick in command. He has definitely got the season sewn up, but got a win here today already. Looking for win number 2. Ritsky Novar sits second in points. Bezrikov was here for a couple races and has not shown up for the back half of this season. Revian Gumilar likewise sits fourth. Andres Valles fifth. Gordon Carter sixth. Iqbal Kurdiawan is seventh. Dmitry Belevin is eighth. Keenan Lewang ninth. And Artem Shuliev rounding out the top 10 coming into tonight. Looks like that's going to do it for the qualification session. As Phil Vick finishing up his lap. A little bit slower on this one. I think he was just kind of playing around a little bit. He's one of our Belgian drivers. And he has got the pole position. Well, get ready, boys and girls. It is number 2, round 6, race number 2. And it's going to be a fun one, and hopefully we'll see another great battle there with Novar and Carter. Those guys had a blast in that first one. Let's see what they've got for race number 2. All right, race number 2, the starting order. Phil Vick starts in P1, Andres Valles second, Ritsky Novar third, Gordon Carter starts in the 4th position. Lucas Simpner will start 5th, John Stanley starts 6th, Emerson Sirkowski starts in the 7th position. Arthur Vieira not rejoining us. Guys in the warm-up session until we click it over. Here we go for real this time. And this is a Gateway Raceway, and this is the road course at Gateway. Okay, we'll take a look at the starting order here as these guys join the grid. Phil Vick, Andres Valles, Ritsky Novar, Gordon Carter, Emerson Sirkowski, Lucas Simpner, John Stanley starting in the 7th position. Oh, man. Try that again. I think we got it right now. Vallier still to join the grid. You had to get that figured out. So that's the correct order. All right, ready to rock and roll. Race number 2. I'm ready to rock and roll. Into turn 1. Let's see how this works out for these guys. Valles all over the back of Phil Vick right now. How long is this going to last? Cleaner start than what we had in race number 1. And Valles in the hunt right now in the second position. Just got to maintain some patience here. Race this track. Phil Vick is the leader. Emerson Sirkowski sideways. He and Novar getting after it. They're on the start. I think Sirkowski might have got around some of these guys. It actually looks like 3 or 4 of these guys on the start. Take a look here at the start. See what happened to Sirkowski. Let's take a look at Sirkowski here as he goes to the inside. Wow. Goes to the inside, gets around several cars. I'm not sure how legal that was. But a standing start nonetheless, and maybe every man for himself in that one. Ritsky Novar is shown in third as he's gotten back around Sirkowski. We'll take a look at Ritsky Novar on the inside. Sirkowski goes wide and Ritsky Novar gets around. So Ritsky Novar on the move. He's gotten around Gordon Carter and Emerson Sirkowski. Phil Vick about an 0.8 of a second lead, 0.9 of a second lead on P2. Andres Valles running in the second position. So with the British Tour Cars Championship visiting Gateway Road Course for an inaugural race around a Midwest road course. A little short road course, but still takes about 50 seconds or so to get around this thing. Ritsky Novar is in the third position. Sirkowski is fourth. Gordon Carter is fifth. Take a look at Ritsky Novar running in P3. Had a great battle with Gordon Carter in the last race. Here he kind of out by himself. Right now trying to run down Andres Valles. It's been a tighter race in this race number 2. And John Stanley here running in the 7th position. Oh, hard lick there for John Stanley. Hard into the wall. That car is beat up now. That was a hard lick there for John Stanley. Valles now 1.3 second gap. Phil Vick of 1.3 second gap on Andres Valles. Novar third, Sirkowski is fourth. Gordon Carter running in P5. Battle for the 5, 6, and 7. Pretty tight here, actually. 4, 5, and 6 pretty tight. Sirkowski is leading this charge, running in the 4th position. Gordon Carter just behind, and also Lucas Simpfer in this mix. Side by side here as Sirkowski holding on. And Gordon Carter trying to find a way to get around Sirkowski heading into turn one. Sirkowski goes wide. Gordon Carter starting to sneak around there. Take a look at that side-by-side view as we watch this battle. Gordon Carter trying to get away around Emerson Sirkowski. Lucas Simpler running in the sixth position. He's watching this action. Carter having a little trouble here. It looks like Carter's got some company on board here with Gordon Carter on that right side frame. You see Lucas Simpler does get by. So Simpler making a pass as Gordon Carter concentrating on getting around Sirkowski. Take a look at his pass here as Simpler gets around Gordon Carter. Simpler on the inside here, preferred line, sets himself up for a great corner exit and gets around Gordon Carter. Now sets his sights on Emerson Sirkowski. Battle here, Ricky Novar and Andres Valles. Ricky Novar to the inside. Andres Valles up on the outside line, and Ricky Novar going to take that spot. And Valles dropping back to the third position. So that race in there, great battling, and it looks like maybe Sirkowski and Simpler getting after it again. Sirkowski on the outside line, and now it looks like Simpler might have the preferred position here. Going down the front stretch, Sirkowski's in the outside. Simpler's got the preferred line, I believe, getting in here. Sirkowski overruns. Oh, it's straight into the wall. Straight into the wall by Sirkowski. Oh, my heavens. That was a hard lick there for him. And Gordon Carter had a ringside seat for this. Watch this. On board here with Gordon Carter. Watch that second car up there. You see Simpler in the checkered car goes to the inside, gets by, but Sirkowski is going to look in his mirror, run too wide, I believe. And he had some trouble. Take a look here. This is that view. This is Simpler getting in here, and then Sirkowski just overruns the turn. And Gordon Carter had a ringside seat for that as well. On board here with Gordon Carter. Watch this. This is going to get absolutely crazy. Oh, man. And that was a hard lick by Sirkowski. Just overruns this turn, cannot make it, gets in the grass. The thing will not stop on him, and then that'll stop the car dead cold. And Phil Vick is our leader. He wants none of that, that's for sure, here on lap 9. Ricky Novar shown in the second position. Valles is in third. Simpler and Carter having a good battle for P4. Simpler in the fourth position. Gordon Carter in fifth. A couple of our Canadian drivers here having a good battle. A lot of drivers from Canada. More and more and more. 3 out here today. Carter, Simpler, and Stanley, all Canadian drivers. So good representation from the country of Canada. And Gordon Carter really holding his own here, trying to find an opening to get around Lucas Simpler. On board here with Gordon Carter. as he looks at the back of Lucas Hempfer's machine here on lap 10. Starting to roll up on some lap traffic as John Stanley just ahead, running in the 7th position. He has been on pit lane, had some trouble early, and been on pit lane here to try to get this thing where he can turn it. And he's running in the 7th position. Extra Life sponsor number 27 car. Ritsky Novar running in the 2nd spot. He is 1.3 seconds back to Phil Vick, so he is actually in that zip code. Phil Vick really took control in race number 1. Novar had to fight his way through after an early incident in race number 1, fight his way back, and now finds himself possibly being able to run down Phil Vick. 1.5 second gap, so Phil Vick opening up a little bit more, about a 10th. Coming off that last turn down the straight, now into turn 1 through turn 2. Novar definitely holding his own. Sirkowski on pit lane. Sinfer goes wide in the turn. Phil Vick having a little bit of trouble there coming off the turn that time. And that's allowed Ritsky Novar to close in just a little bit. Look at our side-by-side view. Ritsky Novar out of the front of his machine. You can see Phil Vick down the straight a little bit. 1.2 second gap, so it has tightened up. It was 1.5, and you see Phil Vick a little bit wide there. Looks like Ritsky's a little bit better through that turn. 1.1 second gap now. So it does look like Novar might be a little bit better through the turns as he is closing in on Phil Vick. Slowly but surely. Now back to 1.3, maybe a little bit of the infield portion of the track. Phil Vick stronger. Does look like overall, though, that Ritsky Novar is closing in. Lucas Hempfer still holding on to that 4th position, although Gordon Carter right there. Only about half a second separate the two of those guys. Maybe close to a second, 0.8 or so. About 0.6 now. Separating the two of those guys. Andres Valles here in P3. Kind of been a quiet race here for him. Gets the brushes the wall just a little bit. Now he blows through turn 1. Blows through turn 1 and now has to do a little backup here, and he's going to lose some positions. He missed the turn. It looked like he hit the wall, missed the turn. And now he's going to lose a couple spots. Take a look here. Watch this. As he's getting late into this turn, he's going to make it doesn't make any contact. He just misses the turn. The thing will not turn on him. He goes straight. He's now in that overrun area, what would be the access road during the oval portion of the track. And now he's going to lose a couple positions here. Simpner and Carter are going to get by, and he waits for those guys to rejoin the track. So now Andres Valles is back to P5. Phil Vick is our leader, but he has got some company today with Ritsky Novar. Novar's got one win this season in one of the rounds. He took a victory. Phil Vick has been dominant, but he has some company now, and this is what he wants. He wants company. He wants a good fight. Here on lap 15, past halfway. Across the start-finish line, we'll have 10 to go. Can Phil Vick now hold off Ritsky Novar? A couple BMWs getting after it here. And these guys are having a great battle. This thing is about to get crazy right now. I tell you what, Phil Vick having some trouble overdriving a little bit. I think he's losing his rhythm as he's got some company out of Ritsky Novar. Ritsky Novar wants this win. He is all over the back of Phil Vick right now. If he doesn't make any mistakes, he can find an opening and slip around Phil Vick's machine. Phil Vick expanding that lead ever so slightly through the oval portion. Looks like really the back half of that infield, Phil Vick's a little stronger than the first half of that, the front half. Tightening back up right here as we saw this earlier. Tightening back up here through the infield portion. Latter half of this infield portion does look like Phil Vick's a little bit better. Here on lap 17. Good battling here. Phil Vick really overdrove early in that that previous lap. But now seems to be doing a little bit better there. Ritsky Novar holding his own though, just 0.4 of a second back. So hard to make passes here. It's not a really super technical track. You just got to hit your marks. And Phil Vick now holding on to the race lead. Trying to win a championship with an exclamation point. Put the cherry on top of that championship. He's got one win today, looking to make it a sweep. Novar right there. He wants to spoil the party. Novar to the inside, looking for a spot to get underneath Phil Vick. Not able to do it. These guys absolutely having a dogfight right now, and this is for the race lead. Phil Vick, one of our Belgian drivers. Ritsky Novar from Indonesia. And a great battle between these guys. Start-finish line will be on lap 19. John Stanley having some trouble there. It looked like that might have caused Phil Vick to make some corrections. Into the grass a little bit for Phil Vick. Novar now trying to take advantage of this contact between he and Phil Vick, making some room. Swapping paint there between the two of those guys, and that causes Novar to get out of the throttle. There was some contact. Take a look here. Look at this again. Ritsky Novar climbing all over the back of Phil Vick here. Right here, using this opening. And they're going to get side by side and make some contact here. Right here, making contact. There might have been a little bit more contact. And what set that up, I believe, was this incident here. Let's look out of the front. John Stanley has some trouble getting into turn one. He hits the wall right here. Phil Vick has to make an adjustment. And that's going to set the stage for Ritsky Novar to close in and start challenging. We're watching a little bit of a replay here. And just the rhythm thing. And Novar slides to the side right here and coming off that turn to the left-hander, and there's contact. And more contact as Phil Vick trying to hold on to that spot. Might be a little piece hanging from that car now. Back to live. Phil Vick is leader. Definitely contact. Look at that Gordon Carter, Luca Simpner battle. That has not gone away. Valles back to the 5th position. And he's had some trouble and slipped back to P5. Gordon Carter is 4th. And he's trying to maybe pick up P3, battling Lucas Simpfer. What a great battle here. So 2 great battles on the track, and we're on lap 21. He's had some trouble, I believe, again, as we're watching 2 battles here on the track, looking for the battle for first and the battle for third. Phil Vick is the leader. Lucas Simpfer running in that 3rd position, trying to hold off Gordon Carter. Wedged in between is Ritsky Novar running in P2, trying to get it back up to Phil Vick's machine and maybe lay a little bumper on the back of that car. Let him know, move him out of the way. And this battle here tightening up for P3 as Gordon Carter closing in on Simpfer. Simpfer had a little problem on the exit of turn 10. And now Gordon Carter on the bottom side battling Lucas Simpfer side by side there as we watch the battle for the race lead as well. Phil Vick slides it around. And now Gordon Carter is going to take over P3 as Simpfer now drops back to the 3rd position or 4th position. Gordon Carter swinging wide, leaving that door open for Simpfer. So Gordon Carter swung wide there on that that turn, and that gave Simpfer a chance. Across the start-finish line here for Phil Vick. When we come off the turn 10 and we go across the start-finish line, we'll be with 2 to go. Gordon Carter trying to hold off Lucas Simpfer. It's probably going to be who makes the last mistake, right? Who's the last one to make a mistake here as of now? We're approaching 2 to go. Across the start-finish line, we'll have 2 to go in this championship. Vallier's out of the race, so he's had some trouble. Vallier's had some trouble here. Take a look and see what happened to him, and I think he just pulled his car off, had some trouble, and was not able to recover. And there was some issues earlier, I believe. Vallier's missed the turn again, I believe. This is the 2nd time he's missed that turn. And now pulled that car off and retired his machine. And that gives Lucas Simpfer another position. Gordon Carter and Lucas Simpfer both getting around. Across the start-finish line, we'll have 1 to go. This battle has stretched out a little bit. Battle for the 3rd position stretched out a little bit as Gordon Carter's been able to hold on to that spot. He's got about a 2nd lead over Lucas Simpfer. Phil Vick's lead about a 2nd as well. Can Lucas Simpfer hold on to that spot? Lucas Simpfer, oh no! Same spot! Same spot that he had trouble before, and he's into the wall. Simpfer into the wall on the last lap. Oh my heavens. Giving up a position? No, he just cannot close in on Carter, but he tried to overdrive that a little bit, missed it, got up on the curb, and now we got some lap traffic in the way here for Phil Vick. This could bring Novar in play. It's John Stanley on the outside giving these guys a lot of room, but now that brings Ritsky Novar back in the hunt here for the win. He's going to have just a couple opportunities here to make a pass on Phil Vick. Coming off the final turn, Ritsky Novar is going to give it every shot he has. Phil Vick trying to hold off Ritsky Novar, and I believe he's going to do it. Can Ritsky Novar drag race up to Phil Vick? And that's going to be a no. Phil Vick comes away with the championship and the win here and the sweep at Gateway. So congratulations to Phil Vick on getting the win. So congratulations. 2 wins and a championship. Congratulations to Phil Vick on getting the win. Wow. And winner in race number 2. Great run for him. We'll take a look at the final results in the session. Phil Vick gets the win. Ritsky Novar finishes second. Gordon Carter third. Lucas Emperor finishes fourth. Andres Valles fifth. Emerson Sukoski finishes in sixth. John Stanley finishes in the 7th position. Congratulations to Phil Vick on getting 2 wins today here at Gateway for the sweep. So a great job to him and capturing the championship as well. So inaugural High Octane Racing League BTCC Series Championship goes to Phil Vick. So congratulations to him, and hopefully we'll be able to get him up in the booth having a chat with us. All right, we're joined up in the broadcast booth with the weekend winner here, both races here at Gateway. And congratulations to Phil. Great race for you. Great battle with Ritsky Novar as well.
Thank you. Ritsky last race was very, very fast.
Well, you had a pretty comfortable race in the first race. You know, you knew that you were probably going to bring home the championship coming into this race, but what was your mindset? Do I want to just get the wins, win it with an exclamation point, or go out here and just take it easy and get the championship?
Just take fun and after to good gestion of the race.
Well, congratulations on the inaugural championship here, the BTCC series season. So wonderful to see you here. You were dominant in the BTC series, and hopefully we'll see you in other series as well. Want to talk to your fans there in Belgium?
Merci à vous. Merci à toi.
All right, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
That's Phil Vick joining us up here in the booth, and great job for him in earning the championship in the inaugural High Octane Racing League BTCC Series season here at High Octane Racing League. Don't forget, man, we got some racing headed your way later tonight. It's the Saturday Night Thunder. They'll be in action at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, an 80-lap race from Dega. This series has been going on since 2001, 22nd year for this series. And we'll be at Talladega Superspeedway, 80-lap race in the High Octane Racing League Saturday Night Thunder Cup Series. The Tough Trucks will begin their season. They're back. They'll begin their season on Tuesday, October the 3rd, with a 70-lap race at Talladega. So a great season headed your way in the High Octane Racing League Tough Trucks. And kicking it off at Talladega. If you'd like to join us there, there's the QR code. Come on in and join us. We'd love to see you. It's going to be a fun series. Today's race has been brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. That is EliteHostingUSA.com. Thanks so much for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Appreciate you being here today. Please hit that thumbs up button and get this video out there where people can see what TurnLeftTV is doing. And also, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. I encourage you to subscribe to the channel and share my videos with all your friends. And don't forget to smash that bell. Again, thanks for coming out here and joining me on TurnLeftTV. That's going to do it for me tonight. Congratulations. Congratulations to Phil Vick on capturing the championship. That's going to do it for me. I'll see you another time. Until next time, I am out of here.